TIFU submitted a letter of recommendation from a disgraced professor. I, 24M, was submitting my application to graduate school a couple months ago, which is the same school I attended for my undergrad. My first and primary letter of recommendation was from a professor I had 2 years ago and thought was really good. I wondered why after so long I still hadn't heard anything back. Even a rejection. I have friends that have been both accepted and rejected to this very program. So I knew I should have gotten some form of correspondence by now. Come to find out, my old favorite professor has been fired a year ago for inappropriate relations with female students. I had no idea and never would have guessed that he would do something like that, let alone for a prolonged period of time. I still haven't heard anything from them. And this was months ago now. So they either think I am an idiot for not knowing, or a terrible person for not caring. Single quote. Edit. It is kind of funny, I'm realizing I definitely caused a "you're gonna wanna come look at this" moment in the admissions office lol. Edit 2. I'm really not too broken up about this. I think it's funny. Don't spend too much energy giving advice. I feel bad. TLDR. My primary letter of recommendation was from a professor who was a creep. University ghosted me. Don't just sit there. Let the admissions office know that you just found out what this professor did. Ask them if they would accept a letter from someone else. You, tommygmurxcialago, is my kinda guy. Recommendation from disgraced professor. University committee. GIF. Letters for a waitlist tend to come later than initial round of acceptance and rejection. I would apply elsewhere. Always good to go somewhere that you are wanted. I would contact the admissions committee and tell them you had no idea or you would have never included it. Loudly crying, I'm hurting for you. I don't know your university, but many graduate programs are only this week getting to their first reviews of student applications. We really don't start reviews until we've enough applications in the queue to start meaningfully comparing them. Also, while I'm sure you're worried and this whole process feels adversarial, I'll suggest that unless the graduate program you're applying to is populated by complete asses, they really won't care much about your letter writer's disgrace. Maybe if you went on and on in your personal statement about how much you looked up to that professor, that might raise some eyebrows. But your grad studies committee is trying to do their best to find the best students who will be the most successful in their program. They're not going to let the behavior of one of your former professors keep them from recruiting a good student. And they know that you aren't responsible for your prof's behavior. So they aren't going to hold his behavior against you. I'm not saying just ignore it, but at the end of the day I guarantee that you're agonizing over the possible ramifications more than the admissions committee is weighing the letter writer's character. They're recruiting you, not him.
UNT? If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.